him. Tyrant! This time. Jikandes.
Hey, let's go, man. Let's have a look at Master Roshi. So here he is, the Turtle Hermit himself. So right off the bat, we can have a look at his normal moves. So he's got a 2L. He does have a low. So there we go. You can see that hitting low right there. It's got pretty good range on it right there. There we go. You can see 7 frame start. 5L right there.
It's a good low for sure.
Yeah, definitely for sure. It's a good one. He's got the 5L right there. Okay, he's got the 2M. So the 2M, he kind of lunges forward a bit with it. I'm not gonna lie. He hits pretty far away. 12 frame start, so it's not the most amazing 2M in the game, but the range is definitely quite nice. Again, a lot of recovery on that one. So, you know, it might be kind of tough to open people up in neutral with that one. Let's have a look here. What else has he got? 5M is this one right here. Again, lunges forward with it pretty far. It actually hits pretty high up this move. So like during juggles and stuff, you can definitely convert quite easily with this one. The 2H right here, it kind of moves him backwards slightly. You see that right there? So it kind of moves back. That's kind of different actually for a 2H. You don't normally see them moving backwards, but that's an interesting one for sure. Let's have a look at his air normals. So let me just bring it back to the middle here. So again, this one right here. And is there any normals in particular, Apology Man, that you found with Roshi that you find to be extremely useful?
Oh yeah, for sure. So like his 5L, I had to say, is like a pretty standout ground normal. It goes pretty far. His 5L and his jumping light are definitely like really strong light buttons for a character in this game, I'd say. In terms of like his other grounded normals, like his 2M, while it is like a bit slow, it's a 12 frame. It does have like some pretty good range, even if it's like recovery is like, you know, a little bit on the longer side. But his normals are like, I wouldn't say they're like the main thing with like the character. They're not like the best thing about the character, but they're still quite solid in their own right, I'd say. Yeah.
He definitely feels very different to the rest of the cast. But we're going to get into that in a moment. Sure. Okay, so let's have a quick look at some of his other normals. So of course, jump medium. He has this move right here. Has a pretty good hitbox. Jump heavy as well. Jump heavy actually hits down pretty far.
Yeah, it's very low. Yeah, very low.
Yeah, which is definitely.
Jump heavy is pretty good. Like I really like the hitbox of it. Like it's you can hit from like quite high, and like that's definitely a really good one as a jump in.
Yeah, definitely. Now, his jump attacks, I'd say, are pretty unique compared to other jump attacks in DBFZ. Not only like his he on top of like his like regular jump in attacks, he has like a lot of command jump in attacks as well, which are pretty unique to him, which I think are pretty interesting.
Yeah, let's quickly mention the smash move. So he's got obviously the 5H is pretty far forward.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
You know, it actually hits from mad far, yo.
Yeah, it actually hits from pretty far, yeah. 17 frames, yeah. Pretty good. Very solid. It's all like pretty solid normals, I'd say.
Okay, just quick look
How
at
about
the
everyone's favorite, the auto combos, yeah? Because you know, like Tyrant, when I buy a character,
I love it.
I wanna press square. You know, like yes, that's the light auto combo, guys. I wanna press square. That's too sick. I love this.
Yeah, I think the problem with this one is though, the second part, it actually doesn't hit that high up at all. So, you know, don't expect any kind of Bardock stuff with this guy. He's definitely not going to be catching you out, this guy.
Definitely. It's very active though, and the range on like the front part of it is actually surprisingly decent. I think just like, you know, running up on them and like doing like the classic like DBFZ like 5LL is actually like still pretty decent with them, I'd say. And another really great thing about it being a multi-hit is if you use it in block strings and they happen to guard cancel on like the 5LL part, you can cancel into 2H like on reaction for free. So all like ground multi-hit moves are great in that regard, and he has a good one. That's a lot of blocks done.
Yeah. So he got quite a few unique moves, right? Like directional moves, you know, Roshi, and I think like it's important to run through all of them. And I think 6H is kind of weird.
Let's have a look at that. Very weird. Let's just have a quick look at that right now, guys. So basically, so my man, he just rushes up on you like this.
Yeah,
he slaps you on the neck with both hands.
Yeah, and like it's not a command grab. It is -6, I believe, on block. But yeah, it's Apology Man. Like, what do you think about this one? Because to me, the way I see it, because it's a negative move on block and it's not a command grab, I see it more maybe like sell J2M or like, you know, the Frieza vanish, as in just maybe a way in for him, like do assist on this and come in. Yeah. Is this how you would use it?
Yeah. I'd actually say the Frieza comparison is like a pretty decent one. So it's not a command grab, and you know, it's like it's like 37 frame startup. So what is really good about it though is there's no audio cue on it, like at all. He's completely silent the whole time he's standing there, right? So while it isn't like a command grab or anything, you can cancel into like other heavy attacks. So you can do like you could do that into like your 3H, for example, and that's like a jump cancelable attack, and then you can get follow-ups after that. If they block it, you can go into like 5S and Kamehameha, you know, get like a bunch of block string special cancel. So the reward for them blocking it is actually like pretty good, I'd say. But I think the real thing that's gonna get people with this move is how fast he reappears when he teleports, right? So I looked at the frame data for this move, and he disappears on frame 31, and he reappears on frame 37. So you have 6 frames to react to him reappearing, like after he does 6H. And you know, like there's vanishes in this game, there's, you know, like the Frieza move or whatever, and you might think you could react to it, but trust me, once you fight this character and a Master Roshi does 6H to you, you're not gonna block it the first time. I promise you that. You're gonna get got by it.
It's kind of like hit, you know, the hands in the pockets, you have to just immediately make a decision, you know. So it's gonna be
so
that fun.
Super fast. I think the best thing about it though is when they're at like a super jump height is you can do the move, and since he's quiet the whole time, you can't see him basically doing it, right?
So you land and
the
he
second
goes,
you
that's
land, you just appear. Yeah, you just go, oh, what's up? You just slap him on the back of the neck.
I like this. Then we got 3H Tyrant, which is, you know, pretty cool. I think a pretty cool, like normal-ish, you know, like it's actually like heads in the frame 4, and yeah, I think it's a good like block swing enders, you know, before canceling into special moves. It's also a good like launcher for a combo, so it's pretty cool. Like just like I don't think we have like much more to say, and we can already go to the maybe J2H.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so it's J2H.
Yeah,
there we go.
He got quite a lot of like really cool things.
Yeah, it's kind of like Beerus.
Yeah, he's got the Beerus. Yeah, he got like the Beerus type of jump 2H, and like outside of like it giving you good like corner carry for your air combos, it's actually like a pretty decent movement option as well. You know, just how like Beerus players use it. I think that's like probably like the best comparison.
Yeah, so like if you're like trapped in the corner or whatever, you can just kind of like, you know, just woo.
Yeah, really on top of all his other movement options.
Definitely, I really like this. I mean, that's his essential like sliding knockdown, which is cool. Up next we got, I like this one, Taryn, the J4M. This reminds me of Iori from KOF. You know, he always got like, that's the Iori, you know, trademark move. It's basically a sort of like guaranteed cross up. You know, when you jump with this, if you do a back M when you jump, it's a really like interesting one that allows you to do very, very early cross ups.
So like you can, so basically, I don't think there's another move like this in the game. This is designed to only hit behind him. Like if you do it here, it won't hit. But like obviously you can do an air dash and input it before you cross up your opponent. So like like that.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Like I saw that you can do it so early that you feel like it's not gonna be a cross up, and it still crosses you up, and you get a lot of frame advantage. So yeah, I know some of the people on the chat like they realize the taco kick. You guys know. That's like that's a pretty cool one. Up next is what do we got after this? We have got his S moves. His stand S is pretty like I would say interesting. It kind of reminds me of maybe Adult Gohan 5S. It's like about maybe 3/4 of the screen long. It jails on block, so it's kind of like Adult Gohan's, I think.
Yeah. So you can like cancel this at any moment.
Yeah, Apology Man, do you think about this one?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent speed move. You know, it's gonna like go through other key blasts, just like Adult Gohan's, like you said, right? When you're at like half screen, it actually just jails into his Kamehameha. So it has like pretty decent like just like cancel options to like do at that range. So you just throw it out, and you know, if they happen to block it, you can easily hit confirm and go into vanish and get some frame advantage.
Yeah, and unlike Adol Gohan, this will hit you crouching, so at least that's a pretty good one. We've got
big distinction.
Yeah. We've also got 6S, which also it's an interesting one. So that forward and unique attack, which is a custom kind of key blast, which gives like quite an interesting combo. And you can also boomerang it, which is something I actually like.
Yeah. So like, if you press it after it goes off the screen, it comes right back.
I love this. That's like Frieza discs, but they don't hit you. That's really cool.
I love this move.
That's really cool. And what Apology Man, fun fact, like I didn't realize you could do this until you told me. Oh, like, oh crap, you can boomerang. It's like, yeah. It's a pretty cool one. So I definitely like this one. This move on this. We also got a 2S, which is an interesting flip. It's basically just a backflip that will deflect the key blasts. And I think the main use for me, let me know if what you think, Apology Man, is like because he has a very negative frame data on block. You could just at least finish your strings into the 2S and just get back to a range where you can punish any button that with.
Yeah. So this 2S move is very good. It's not invul to key blast though. It's just a really fast option, but you can do it in the air, which is great, right? It just on top of like all his great air options, it's just like another air option, and it's super fast. But I think the really interesting thing about this move is that you can cancel the landing of the move into heavy and special moves. So what that means is if you think like someone might super dash at you like in the air or something, you can just input 2S and they'll track to like your super dash, and you can just cancel the landing recovery into his 2H or his other moves like his command grab and all that. So it's really good move.
Tarancha, can you change the display settings and add the invincibility details?
Oh yeah,
just so we can see, because I think it will be like better for the viewers, so we don't have to repeat that it's invincible or not. But yeah, that 2S is actually pretty cool. And then I think I think one of the like most unique moves in my opinion on this is his 214S, so quarter circle back S.
Oh my bad, it is invul to key blast. Sorry, I was thinking something else.
No worries. So Dan, can you show that 214S, the quarter circle back with S? So it is a quite interesting ray move. You can hold down to make it vertical, and the actual thing is it's unblockable. What do you think, Apology Man? What can you tell me about this move?
This move is the name of the game. I gotta say, this is like the meta-defining move about this character. I think if you play DBFZ, like how good jumping is in this game, right? Yeah. And there isn't like a whole lot of like having like anti-air command grabs are pretty uncommon. I'd say they're not like super common options. Obviously Air Dragon Rush isn't like a great option either. So having an unblockable command grab like this attack and the angle that it goes at is amazing. And I
see the chat saying
it goes like full screen. It's like GT Goku assist angle.
Hey Zamasu, have fun flying, bro. I'm gonna go under. I'm just gonna beam you up. Like, let's go turn up.
you can guide this as well. I think it has two angles, so you just have the 214S there, and then you can like do it. You can do it like that way. So
So the only weird thing this has is that I believe that this is a physical attack, so it won't clash with beams or key blasts. What happens if it clashes with them is whoever hits first connects. So if the beam hits you first, the move will not connect. If you hit the opponent first, you punish the beam. So it's a bit weird, like it doesn't really clash with beams. And that's quite an interesting, I think, like kind of zoning one. And I think one of the things with this is if you spark, your spark always whiff, so that's huge damage for a spark combo.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. It's basically like a disjointed like command grab, right? So at first when I saw the attack, I thought the whole beam, like if you land on top of it, you would get unblockable, but no, it's just like as it's traveling, right? While the hitbox is going, that is the command grab part, right? So because it's a command grab, you can do like you can actually do an air backdash, which has throw and pull to like avoid it. So there is like counterplay to it. It's not a truly unblockable move, but yeah, it's a very powerful angled command grab, which will get a lot of people.
We got two more moves, I believe. First, we got his beam, so it's a quarter circle forward, and S, that is basically a standard Kamehameha. You know, it's like just a very classic one. So yeah, let's take a look at the beam, just to be able to see.
Listen, he has to have a beam, man. Come on. It's the originator right here.
Yeah, of course. He's the man. He's the man who made it. So he's got the beam. You know, it's classic. I don't think we need to say anything else than like it's a beam. And the other last unique move he has, and I like this one, is 2-2-S. So down with unique attack, and it's actually a command grab. And I actually like the animation of it because it's the classic. He's singing. He's singing. He's putting you to sleep.
Oh man, yeah, I love this move. It's a bit on the slower side. It is 28 frames for a command grab. It is a bit slow, but it keeps you in like a standing position, so you get like a combo without having to spend any meter. And I think the best thing about it, and it's definitely what's gonna hit people, is it looks pretty similar to his 5LL because he's like kind of doing stuff with his hands, right? So like you see the startup of the 5LL, and you'll like naturally block it, and then you just sneak in the command grab instead, and you can definitely catch him off guard that way.
Okay, so we can move to the special moves now. Special moves. First is quarter circle forward with L, M, or H on the ground. It's grounded in the air as well, so it's like a pretty interesting. I think it kinda reminds me of the UI Goku one. It's just like him going through you. And this, and you could continue this to vanish or like whatever you want. It also works in the air, so that's pretty much standard. Anything else you can say about this, Apology Man?
Yeah, it's like a pretty standard like lariat type move. It is good because it pull the corner and you can jail into it. So like unlike like UI Goku's, like his 236L, you can't really jail into it solo. You can do like just about anything, and it'll be a true block string into it, and you call your assist. Do some left-right mix-ups, and and it's also the medium one is good for side switch combos.
Absolutely.
If you have your smash available,
Yeah, I like this one. Then it's the 2-1-4, so quarter circle back Terrence, which is I really like this one because I mean let's just take a look at like how it looks for everyone before we talk a bit more. But so the EX1, I mean like some of the. It's basically a DP because the X1 is actually like fully invincible. If you hold it, you will just like charge it a bit more before the second hit happens. So like it's a pretty cool one. And like what else can you say about this move, Apology Man?
Oh man, this move is great. The light and medium ones, they're like pretty solid options to use like after like you block their vanish. You can call your assist afterwards. To make it safe, and like after 6Ms clashes, so it's definitely good in like those situations. But the I think the real star is the EX grab, which is frame 1 guard point. So it's not like just an invul attack, right? Also it is key invul as well, which is a nice thing. So because it is a frame 1 guard point, safe jumping this attack is so hard. Let me tell you, it is very, very difficult. If you try to do a jump safe jump, you're gonna get hit by a Master Roshi EX guard point. But it is -15 on blocks, so very unsafe. If they cancel into vanish, you can 2H them. So if you bait it, the Roshi's player's going for it, you can punish them.
Yeah. Then we got 2-2-L in the ground, so like down L or M or H. It's actually like this one. It's like jumping jack. It's like little flips if you want to just train a bit. So you got the light version that's just hits. The medium version does the sliding knockdown, and the H version it gives you a wall bounce, and it actually keeps your horizontal smash after. So if you do a 5H after the 2-2-H1, you still get a combo. Anything else you can think of, Apology Man, about this one?
Yeah, so 2-2-M, it actually has a like pretty deceptive hitbox, actually goes pretty high. It's a good option to use in your block string if you don't want to like side switch with the lariat, right? You can just do whatever block string 3H into the 2-2-L, 2-2-M. But the interesting thing about this move is it's actually framed for low crush for the light and medium one. And if you're fighting versus like Android 18, for example, right? You block her vanish, she does 5L. You'll beat her if you do the 2-2-M because it is a low crush move, and it's a good for combo enders as well. But the EX one is actually really interesting. That's frame 1 low crush. frame one, which is pretty insane and gives you the wall bounce like you said.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
Yeah.
Then after the specials, of course, we got the supers. So very quickly, can you show us the 236 LM? So L plus M, which is essentially the Mafuba. Which is pretty pretty cool looking one, of course. Invincible from 10th frame. It's this is the normal one. It snaps your opponent. You can still come with a variable timing after the snap because of course you are locked, and of course it also locks the assists, as you can see. The little fun fact about the damage is it is 2200, and when scaled it's 770, which is about mid-tier. It's kind of like Super Saiyan Vegeta's level 1, so like it's pretty standard. The only fun fact is the full animation. It does 2346, which means it might kill you even though you have more life than its normal damage, which is a bit like strange. It's kind of like base Goku's finisher to the Genki Dama, to the Kaioken, sorry. You get a snap on this. Other super Tyrants, which is the 236 with S and H.
Yep, this one. And
so the second one is the buff. So this he has level 1 and level 2 for this. There is a level 1 version. And there is a level 2 version. This is the level 1 version, and then the level 2 version. This is also his Z change, by the way. If you Z change into him, it goes into this super, not to the Mafuba one.
Yeah, you're not gonna get Mafuba.
The good news about this is, it's 2346 or 864 scales, which is top 10 most damaging Z change level 1s. It's similar to Super Broly and powered up GT Goku. So if you play this character in your team, you know that your Z change damage is gonna be pretty high. And of course, you get the level 2 version if you want even more damage. That's a pretty cool one. And last but not least, Taran, can you show us the level 3?
Of course.
Yeah.
With pleasure. So let's go mid-screen here.
Yeah. So level 3 is... okay. In terms of damage, it's about same as Cell and Genemba. So it's like at the low end of level 3 damage. Oki isn't great. Like, did you find anything cool about the Oki Apology Man?
Yeah, so his level 3 Oki, I'd say, is like pretty subpar. In the corner, if you hold up forward, you'll get like a standard safe jump like so. Standard, you just showed. Mid-screen, the best thing I could get was you perfectly dash as soon as you can. You can meaty them with his 5L, only his 5L. It'll beat Wake Up Backdash and Vanish. But that's like the best thing I could get mid-screen, unfortunately. So it's level 3 Oki, not the best, not the best.
Standard. Next, we can move towards one of the most important of all Tyrants, the Super Dash.
Okay, this is what everyone wants to see, right? Yeah.
Is the thing, because of course Master Roshi does not have a Super Dash. So in the ground,
he can't fly.
Yeah, in the ground he's got what was called the Masterful Leap. And can you show that it has different angles? Because when you press it, depending on the direction you enter, he will finish at a slightly different position.
Okay,
there
so
are,
just
I
to show
believe,
this.
5 different directions, right?
So just to show this, I'm going to put Goku in the corner, right? So this is neutral, Super Dash. Okay, he jumps all the way forward. This is 4, the Super Dash. He goes just like a little hop right there. You've got 1 in Super Dash, which is this one. He goes real high up in the air. You have 2 in Super Dash. He goes forward a bit more, and then there's 3 in Super Dash as well, which is this one. So there's 5 different angles, I believe.
Yeah. I think the most important property of this is that, unlike usual Super Dashes that deflect Ki Blasts, this one ignores Ki Blast. It goes through, which means if you Super Dash through Ki Blast, the opponent cannot cancel the Ki Blast into H2H. Everyone has to take that Ki Blast. The only thing you could do is a Vanish, but Roshi could bait this. So it is actually KOF jumps. He actually get like a short hop, long hop. That's the one. So Goku, when you do this, Goku cannot 2H this. The only thing Goku could do is a Vanish. And if you're big brain, you could do the cross-up move in the air and beat that Vanish. So this is gonna be massive.
Yeah, it's really big.
So I think so there's a timing for when you Vanish as the opponent to punish his jump H and like his landing recoveries. So if they Vanish a little bit too late, you can actually land in time and 2H them. But there's this right timing that people need to learn that will punish him while he does the jump H with their Vanish. But for like like Damascus said, if you're big brain, you can actually do his reverse Kamehameha kind of early on. and if they vanish early, you can actually punish them, which is like a pretty interesting counterplay option.
It's actually really cool. Can you show us the air super dash, Taran? Because the air super dash is a bit different. So one of the unique properties about that air super dash is it's a straight line, but you can choose the direction of that line. So you can actually choose where Roshi is headed with this, which is actually huge. And you can actually do the normal super dash into the second super dash Apology Man just mentioned. So I think it has like good and bad things. One of the bad things that in a raw tag he only comes in a straight line, so there is no tracking, which might make it easy for you guys, like to let it whiff. What else do you like about this air super dash, Apology Man?
Yeah, so sure, I'll touch on the raw tag after, but I think the air super dash is pretty interesting, but you can only go 6 ways, right? So you have to like aim your super dash, which it might be hard for some DBFZ players. But if they block it, he is +5, which is pretty cool. Because if you make them air block the super dash, you can you can cancel it into your jump light, and that's just like a true block string, and they can't stop that.
So
another great thing is essentially, right? And another great thing is when you're point blank. And you do the super dash plus assist, he is so plus and like close by you. You can actually do 50-50s with like late air dash or low or left right mix up very easily mid screen, which is not something that regular super dashes can do. So I think that's going to be like one of his scariest mix ups, like really just like standard mix ups that work with like a lot of different assists, and you just got to run up, jump, super dash down forward. And it's still a beam, so if you aim it the other way, it works as a beam. Frame 1 key invul, so you can if you hit them, vanish, you get a combo.
Yeah, and last but not least, Terrence, I would like you to showcase just like a simple 2H combo, because I personally found it a bit difficult to adjust to the timing, and I feel like doing 2H, it kind of like forces you to use the built-in option select with H to track rather than entering the super dash yourself, because otherwise you will have to enter the direction of the dash you're going.
Exactly.
So you need to do 2H and H, and the timing... Apology, man, did you have a similar experience to me? Like the first few times you were like, I jumped, but I'm not linking this. It's a bit weird.
So yeah, if you do 2H into just super dash, you just get this. Like he just jumps forward. You have to either do down super dash or just press heavy again afterwards.
Yeah, and you're better off just pressing the heavy. Makes it a lot easier as opposed to like timing like the super dash button. So yeah, it's gonna take some time to get used to. And he gets like a lot of weird momentum like afterwards. So if you do it like accidentally, like you might whiff and it'll look silly. But it takes some getting used to.
Yeah, pretty cool. Other things are, so his guard cancel is a tad bit faster due to his raw tag, but that's about it. That's it, I think, then. So his reflect, if you can show his reflect, because yes, he has a reflect, guys. It's a normal reflect, like just do a raw reflect to show that reflect exists, Terrence. We are there, we're reflecting things. Press F for Videl in the chat, we're in, but we have a reflect. And last thing I would like to mention before we move to assists is, I think one of the craziest thing is, he doesn't have a super dash, so he doesn't fly, and this is huge. He cannot float after a super jump.
Nope.
Yeah.
Unlike every other character.
Honestly, when I found this out, I was like in shock. I was like, wow, he's a human. He can't fly. So I guess it makes sense that he can't float either. He absolutely cannot float at all. When he jumps, he jumps. But you know what? It's kind of, I guess it's kind of okay because he has way more air options than like the regular character. So it really fits in with the whole theme of him being a very unconventional character than the standard DBFZ character. So yeah.
Yeah, I think he's very unique. If we can quickly show the assists, Tarrant, now, the A, B, and C assist for the people, if you can put them like both on hit and on block, because there's a lot. So A assist is beam, so it's a standard beam. I think like the thing with the A assist is it's 34 startup, 32 block stun. The usual beam is 35 starts and 30 block stun, which means it's a tad bit better beam, and it has a weird hit stun animation where the opponent is frozen and then sent into the corner, unlike the other like beams. So I think it's like a bit better than average beam. Do you like this assist, Apology Man?
This assist I kind of like went back and forth on. I think it's like pretty decent. I think it's still pretty decent. It's a little thin, like it's a little thinner than most regular beams, but you get like that wall bounce. So like if you do get that hit, Mid screen, you can like run up and like stand heavy or something. If you're behind them and you call it, you can confirm off of it pretty easily. But it's decent. I don't think it's the go-to assist option though.
Yeah, I think the go-to assist is gonna be B. Listen, the B assist, guys.
Guys aren't ready.
Parent. Please put the opponent on block. Please put the opponent on block. Press the assist, and I want all the chat to look at the frame data. The people who know frame data will understand. The people who don't, we're gonna explain it in a second. If you could just do that assist on block, it is 46 frames on block. Do you know what else is 46 frames on block? Bardock B and Go Tanks A, except the startup is 25 frames. It is the fastest high block stun assist in the game.
Yeah,
25 frame startup, 46 block stun.
And that hitbox is crazy. And when it hits you, it does this really interesting animation that makes it so easy to combo no matter where and how you hit it. If you hit on like the tip, but Roshi will be like, oh, okay, he's kind of high up. All right, let me wait a bit, and then I'll punch. So it's super good. But I think the cheapest thing, on top of the block stun, the speed, the range, it's about guard point at frame 15, which is crazy. It's a guard point move on top of all this. You think Bardock B is bad? You guys are not ready for this assist. Roshi B is insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah,
crazy assist. You can do like the base Vegeta mix. You can do like a lot of them with this assist. And next assist is the C assist. So the C assists, it's a fairly standard C assist, I would say. It has 50 block stun, which is the best you can get with C assists. So it's among the better C assists for pressure, which is pretty cool.
A lot of block stun.
Other than this, it's a C assist, which is about it. I do believe, guys, that this will close like the first part of the showcase, which is showing you the moves. Up next, let's move to the practical showcase, because now we're gonna get a few videos for you guys that have been pre-recorded to show you some Roshi things. So of course, us three worked on labbing, but we also had X Over, who is a very, very strong combo maker, and he made us a couple of videos to show. So first video is BNBs. Let's take a look at some of the BNBs that Roshi had. We worked a lot on this, and we tried to see. Tarrant, like, did you get to have fun with his potential BNBs? Like, what do you think about these that Over, recorded for us?
Yeah, they're pretty fun. He's definitely a fun character for sure. Like, that's the word I would usually describe him. But it's also, I think he's a character that's definitely going to come with a bit of a learning curve. And you can see right there, he can get that knockdown even after the vanish. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think he's got quite a good amount of things. Like, you can get a lot of extra stuff. Solid damage. You got quite a lot. I think. What do you think about his overall BNB roots and showcase? Apology, man.
I'd say his overall damage is pretty standard. I do think one thing that is a little bit annoying with him compared to some other characters is extending with assists with them. It's a little bit not straightforward. Like, you need to really lab it out to find the best combos that work with your assists. His combo roots aren't super flexible with a lot of assists, but I'm sure that once you guys get your hands on the character, you guys will all find the really good combos. But yeah, he actually has pretty decent damage. I'd say pretty decent damage.
One other thing I did notice about Roshi as well, whilst practicing some of his BMBs and stuff, is his meter gain is it seems very lacking compared to a lot of the other characters in the game. So I think you're gonna definitely have to hold on to that bar if you play Roshi, for sure.
Then we got a couple of side switches found by Xover, of course, because side switches are always important to get on Dragon Ball Fighter if you want to get the corner back. So these are side switch that Over found with this. So you just use that dash, and then it's pretty simple because you got to move that side switches and you can super dash after it. So that's pretty much, you don't even need to bother about timings for side switches. The character gives it to you.
Yeah, this is really cool about Roshi as well. Something that's very unique to him is because he technically doesn't have a grounded super dash. He has two different ones. You can use the grounded 2H or whatever you want to get the smash effect. Use the masterful leap to close in, and then you can use his reverse Kamehameha in midair to extend your combo. So he actually has a couple more combo extensions than the other characters.
Yeah, that's really cool. Next on deck, we've got a couple of like more advanced combos. Some of the more optimized routes he has, maybe a bit harder. You guys have been asking for rejumps. You guys have been asking for stuff. We got you. So this is like obviously
Just wait.
stream.
Yeah.
Corner. I think corner. He has like a couple of like fun routes. Like mid screen, I feel like he's fairly like I would say standard maybe, except for that like cool. Extension with the super dash, but I think the cool stuff is on the corner apology man, right?
Yeah, definitely. He's got some loops, if you know what I mean. So
the loops are coming.
Yeah, I think are really cool. So these are like the ones like if you want to optimize your combos a bit more, this is what you would go for. Like with the vanish extensions, into that super dash as well. So. That super dash will surely, take some time for people to get used to it, but it's definitely some of the stuff that people will have to work on, and people will get used to it because his timings, Apology Man, I feel like very unique compared to like other characters, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. His combos are pretty unique. They're just weird and unconventional, but like it's gonna take some time to get used to like his regular B&B. His corner route, you got loops now.
Loops!
Yeah! Let's go.
All of us, when we saw that team blast, we said, there's Vegeta, yeah? Let's go.
Yeah. I remember I was trying some stuff out, and then I messaged you. I was like, yo, I figured it out, man. Yo, this is sick.
Yeah. That's look at the damage, man. Look at the damage.
It's good. It's solid. It's solid damage, yeah.
Double loops. I know you guys love your loops, but these are the more advanced combos for Roshi. Quite a lot of pretty cool stuff you could do, especially in the corner. These loops are cool. We've got more for you now. We've got some of the combos that you can get off a command grab of a 2-2-S. So it's like one of the things that, of course, you will use in the game because it's a command grab. So what can you do after 2-2-S? What's the best kind of conversion? Well, over. Got you guys.
Yeah, shout out to
I love
it. X-Over is a combo fiend.
He's a beast for sure. You can get the loops off of the command grab guys in the corner, so don't get scooped in the corner.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah. And I think like it's actually not hard. Like once we found it, I don't think any of us dropped it. It's not a really hard one, Terrence. Like, did you find them hard?
Once you get the muscle memory down, it's quite easy. I find you have when you do because the leap he's using there is for HS. Yeah. So you need to do that immediately after the after the 6S, and then so it's a bit of a kerfuffle for your hands at first, but once you get it down, it's not too bad.
Yeah, okay. Next is we've got some Spark routes for you guys because of course Spark is a thing, and I know you guys like TODs, you guys like stuff. So this is the kind of stuff that he can do. It's kind of like, it's a loop that looks like maybe base Goku's, like slightly different. It's a fairly standard. This is like a standard combo if you're already in Spark and you anchor Roshi. Damage.
Yeah, it's good damage for sure. Like I feel like some of his like sparking routes are a little bit unconventional, a bit weird, but the timing's a bit tricky. But once you get that, man, it's not too bad. So let's have a look here. X-Over definitely found some really cool stuff with his character though.
Yeah, definitely.
Jeez, look at this.
Yes.
Look at these loops.
Hell yeah.
Loops. Fam, this is gassed.
Yeah. This is clean. Shout out to Over, man. My God, let's go.
Shout out to Over. You know it, like, I was trying to find roads and Over posted on chat, I found, like, my TOD number 26. Like, okay, man, I get it.
Yeah.
That's fine. But yeah, these guys, we have a bit more for you guys after, right? But these are the standard Spark, like, combos that we found. So, which is standard. We'll definitely find more in the future. Next, we got some...
in every match.
Yeah. Next, we'll see some assists usage. Want to see like what could you do with Roshi's assists? Obviously, you get a mix. An example with Janemba on this is you can get the classic Janemba teleport 50-50, the like right-left. So like that's a pretty good enabler. And I think the crazy one is this: you can activate this on block.
Plus 46.
You can block string
Listen,
activate this, man. This is gas.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's big for Beerus. That's definitely big for Beerus.
Yeah. And a couple of extensions. Have you found some cool and fun extensions with them, Apology Man?
Yeah. I found some pretty cool extensions with Piccolo. Mostly has been who I've been labbing him with the most. But yeah, no, his B assist especially, just because of like how it hits. Like I said earlier, when it hits at like the kind of high part, the assist will actually wait a bit and give you extra hit stun so that it gets low enough to do the punch. So it gives you some like really, really cool extensions that you normally couldn't do with their assists. Yeah.
It's definitely the cool one. So I really like, like the unique potential some of these assists have. So it's definitely a character that has interesting usages. And of course, you got to see assist, you can just lock him down for a base Goku Genki-Dama. You always have a couple of things. You can actually also DHC to Genki-Dama by holding level 2.
Level 2. So
level 2 is a guaranteed DHC because it stays on the screen for ages. And even if the second level 1 you put is a short one, you'll still have a DHC. So it's a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of practical showcases, but we're gonna move to the next spot, which is even better, guys. We got so Apology Man invited one of the players who is also on the league on the West Coast, who is Jonathan Tene. These guys, they just met up and played some offline games with Roshi. So we are going to watch one of their games together. We'll also publish a couple of other games on the Bandai Namco YouTube or Twitter, so make sure you stay tuned on this. But what I suggest, I have not watched these games. I don't think Tyrant has as well. So
nope.
We're gonna discover them and probably have Apology Man helping us analysis. First of all, Apology Man, one of us plays him points, the other plays him mids. What do you think about the position he could go?
Right now, I think his mid is definitely his best position with just how good B assist is. Hold on, we're gonna see a pretty cool TOD here.
No,
bro, this is day -6.
First of all, I was loving the Piccolo A assist usage, but now man's gonna start the game with a TOD. I see you, Apology Man. Yo,
oh man, and this synergy with Piccolo is great. Look, you get the full charge special beam cannon if you
let's go.
if you DHC it to him. But yeah, he's cool. I'm liking Roshi a lot. I think second so far is his best position because he has the fastest raw tag and the fastest guard cancel at any part of the screen, right? Because of the way it tracks to you. So even mid screen, you're getting a corner speed guard cancel. So because of that, I think it's good to play him in mid. Also his B assist as well. But he's a monster.
Yeah, I like the fact that you're already implementing the super dash to keep it plus as well in the corner. Jonathan there taking your Piccolo down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool one. But yeah, he's got, I feel like he's gonna be more of a lab monster character because he's so unique. Do you feel like he's gonna be a mainstream character, Apology Man, or more of a, I don't want to say hipster, but lab monster?
I think he's definitely gonna be a specialist character in my opinion. He's gonna be difficult for some people at the beginning. He's not a straight pick up and play character. Compared to this is a funny interaction that happened. If you trade with the command grab, it actually creates that stagger. But it doesn't really matter for the Master Roshi player because they can still link their jab and do their corner loop off of it. But yeah,
you guys are so cursed. You guys are so cursed. I love this.
We played a lot of matches. We played a lot of matches.
Oh, that was gassed. He tried.
Okay, let's go the overhead. Nice. So I agree with what you guys were saying before. The learning curve is definitely. He's not a pick up and play. He's definitely one of the characters that you need to kind of lab with and put the work in. But sometimes that can be the most rewarding character to play. So, okay, back off. Wow. What on earth?
Definitely learning.
And also,
curve,
guys,
so
if you realize that he loses his glasses after he got battle damage, that is definitely a pretty cool little extra touch on this. And right now, you can see he's still in there. Lots of blue life though on his side, but definitely this level 3 looks too good, man.
I love it.
Tyrant, we need to hit the gym. We need to be like this when we old.
The original Kamehameha, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. He's got the loops.
He's getting the loops.
Very nice.
Mrs. Dragon Rush there. But no, he's got some We played quite a few matches. We were really just trying to learn the ropes because he was pretty hard, honestly. But I think the biggest thing we learned is you really can't jump versus character. Jumping versus character is really scary. So like we ended up playing like a lot more grounded. Like the more the sets went on, just because we didn't want to get scooped up by 214S, and we started trying to use like the movement options more. But, yeah.
I think that he might actually be quite effective as a hit and run character or like a runaway style character. Since the reverse Kame can actually like hit behind while he's escaping, you know, you can convert that pretty easily with a vanish or whatever. So like the 2S as well, you know, to escape if he's unsafe on block. Like he's got lots of stuff where he can just, you know, escape for free essentially. So
yeah, it's definitely you have not seen that Goku move, guys. That's for the next part. That's for the next part. You have this guy. You have not seen. I have not seen him yet. He's waiting. These guys are pretending they saw something with the Super Saiyan Goku, but they haven't seen anything. But to close the showcase, guys, we've got something pretty fun. So like we've done last time with UI Goku, we went for a combo showcase, combo contest, between Tarrant, myself, Apology Man, and of course the combo god like Xover. So what we're gonna do is this, right? All four of us will present our combo. You know, we'll find like maybe like cool combo, dumb combos, or like TODs or whatever. And then at the end, there's gonna be a little poll on the chat, and you guys can vote for which combo did you like more. Because you know, like it's always fun. I've got to be honest, Tarrant. Like I was looking for combos that was like I feel like there's only one viable spark route, so I can't like really get this one. And I believe that I'm first to show the combo. The order is gonna be me, then Tarrant, then Apology Man, then Xover, because you know he's the guy, like he's the final one. But my combo, I called it you know, Roshi trains his students. We're doing the splits, we're doing the jumping jacks. Let's take a look at my submission for the combo contest. I was trying to find something dumb, and that's the one. I was trying to get as many splits as I can in the same combo.
Oh,
bro, that was hard.
Just mad 2-2 like 2-2-L or whatever. All right.
That was hard.
All right, let's go ahead and have Fuba. Okay, I see you.
I think I got 8 of them. I think I got 8 of them, like in the same combo. Let's watch the game, you know, just for the fun of it. But like, it was. And thank you, Piccolo A assist, of course, for the blessings.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. Very nice. I'm liking it.
So I was like, I can't find a good combo, so I'm gonna find a dumb combo. That's my entry. That's Roshi training his boy, and then you like just banishes him because you know like this one.
Send him to like just puts him in a jar for the rest of his life. Like there you go, good training, bro.
You got it. Optimal. I've got to say, I'm just gonna say, because I know people are asking me this, I spent like an hour trying to find the JH5L links and I could not. So I'm leaving this to Calopsia and Zhao. You guys can have fun. I can't find this stuff for myself. Have fun on Twitter.
I'm sure
I couldn't find it. I was like, I'm gonna blow up the chat with this, but no. Next combo, Tarrant, please present us your combo.
Yeah, okay, so I didn't want to go for like a TOD or like a sparking combo. I wanted to go for something that's like sort of semi-practical, but also pretty fun and interesting. So I have a coast-to-coast combo with his boys Krillin and Yamcha. So,
the boys.
Corner carry.
Yep, the basic stuff. All the way to the other corner, man. Let's go. And then, of course, Piccolo, so we got to put him in the jar at the end.
Yeah. Gotta put him
in Wasteland as well, because that's where he got locked.
Yeah, that's where it was, man. So... yeah, something interesting, you know, the corner-to-corner stuff. I mean, I've got other stuff as well, but I just wanted to go for something different this time. Let's go.
Yeah, I like the lore,
sure,
but I must say, to me, the combo's kind of sleep.
Oh, damn.
I mean, it's like I said, I didn't want to go for like a TOD route or a sparking route or whatever. I just wanted to go for something fun, corner to corner.
I like it.
I'm mixing up this guy, and then he's like, "Oh, your combo's whack, bro."
Yo, Apology Man, do you know how he dissed me on UI Goku? Do you know how he dissed me on UI Goku?
I do remember that. Yeah. Okay, you were asking for it.
Let's get Apology Man's combo now. Let's get Apology Man's combo. Apology Man. Yeah.
I wanted to combine a little bit of style and a little bit of optimal. So I'm using my team for this combo. But yeah, it's just check it out. I got some cool side switch.
That 2M cross-up also. That 2M was Woo, that was hot chili peppers. Let's go.
Also, you know what?
The smash till the end, and I still have the command.
Okay.
Yeah, on Tien, with the color of his master, you know, the rivalry is in. I like this.
Suri sending color. I like that a lot. I like the little nod.
Of course, yeah. Right into the
fully
full
charged.
like I showed in the match. Yeah, it's the TOD.
Really, charge one
When
does
I saw
mad
that
damage.
hitting 2M, I was like, I need to put this in the combo somehow. It just looks so silly.
Yeah, I like the start though. That 2M start is really cool.
Yeah, and I got to use both my assists twice, so it's like 4 assist calls with the same combo.
Yeah. Creative. I actually like this, and that looks pretty practical. Like, is it a hard one, Apology Man?
Yeah, it's a little bit hard. I'd say linking the key blast into the beam extension at that beginning part is a little hard, but yeah, you can get it done. I think it's pretty practical.
Sick.
And it's a little bit of stylish as well, you know?
Okay, and then the boss over decided to bless us with some sauce. So let's drizzle it on the stream. This is the entry for over himself. Let's go. Let's see the flavoring. Let's see the flavoring.
Yep, with Spark there for big boy damage. I know, it's actually just melting off the piccolo right now, man. Jeez.
Oh, he's gonna seal him by the end, right? That's a solo team. Oh, my last cast. No. Nah!
Solo TOD. We said it earlier. You could, and I did it in my match as well. But you can make the Spark with if you combo into 2 and 4S like that.
Yep. Definitely adds on some serious damage, which you missed so much scaling. That's crazy. Nice.
Get in the jar.
Get in the jar.
Get in the jar. There is no tier list, guys. There is a jar. Broly, you got big pecs jar. So let's get the one. So best combo with Roshi, guys. The poll is on. On the chat. Please let us know who is it and why is it X over. Because that one was pretty nice. But I had some fun, like cool. Yeah, I think it's like your combo was pretty creative. Like, it's pretty fun to like try and come up with combo. I must say, personally, I don't know about you guys, that the character has such unique combo structure that I had a lot of trouble like finding like more combos than normal, because I kind of felt like he was very different, right?
Yeah, he's got some really interesting routes and stuff like that, and his specials are all quite unique. So there's a lot to work with, honestly. So I'm looking forward to see what people come up with once the character's available.